Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Sunday afternoon here in Sydney and the sun's come out after a day and a half of rain. Now it's just blue sky and quite mild outside, even for our winter standards, which don't count compared to the rest of the world's winters. We're back on here because, as you can see, I finished my Scarlet and I want to show her to you and tell you a little bit about her splendor, because she's the most amazing kit and amazing baby I've worked on. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how much I love this beautiful little doll. So much. She's got so many extra details that I will show you and photograph and tell you about. Now, if you don't know, the Scarlet kit was sculpted by Bonnie Brown, who lives in Melbourne in Australia, some time ago. I should have looked up how long ago it was. I don't know if I would be able to find that, but it was some time ago. And she's been sold out for such a long time. Bonnie did a second edition and that's all sold out. So, you know, you just can't get this kit anymore. I think I told you in my last video, but I'll say it again in case you didn't see that one, that when I was working on her, I contacted Bonnie Brown to ask if she would mind signing the body of this baby. And she said, of course not. So I shipped it to her. And I also sent the certificate of authenticity, which is just here. I'll show it to you. And she signed that as well. Let me show you her signature. It's a very recognizable signature. But this is a real, like, this isn't printed. She just signed that down here. It says Bonnie Brown. So you know this is a genuine kit. I'll just show you the front again. Sorry, I may have whipped all that off too fast. I just think with all the fakes that are out there, it's good to do as much as you can for people so that they know that, you know, the work that I'm producing is not fake. Like, I would never, ever buy a fake kit. There's no reason for me to. And I can always tell the difference, and I would never buy one because that's not what I like. I like, you know, just the beauty of the sculpting is so important. And once they start making copies, they're nowhere near as good as the original. They don't have the right mold that the artists' factories have, and they're no good. You can really tell the difference. They're bigger or they're smaller. They, you know, just depending on how they copy them. Because if they take a copy from the inside, then it's going to be smaller. If they take a copy from the outside of a kit, then it's going to be bigger. There's no other way that they can do it. I don't think. I just thought of a way, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to give anybody ideas. Anyway, this is a genuine second edition Scarlet kit by Bonnie Brown. And should I tell you what she's wearing first? And in the next bit, I'm going to undress her so you can see everything much more clearly. I think it's nice to see the cloth body, which, by the way, comes with the kit. So it came with her, and now it's got Bonnie's signature as well. So it's just perfect. So all she's wearing is a little cloth nappy, which she would be going home with. It's made by Pure Baby, which is an Australian brand here. And it's sort of off-white, not quite bright white, but it's off-white, and it's got some pink blossoms on trees. Let me show you. You see a bit of tree just there with pink blossoms on it, and then it's got 3 little grey dots, and the trunks of the trees are grey. So that's her cloth nappy. And then all she's wearing is a beautiful newborn knitted 3-piece outfit with booties and the little crossover cardigan. It does up with buttons, and then the bonnet, because you know me and bonnets, I'm a little bit crazy for them. But I'll just try and think of the special details that I've put on her, see if I can remember them all, or half of them even. And then I'll undress her and you can see her hair, which is gorgeous. It's a baby brown, it's beautiful. And of course, you know, I like new baby, so she doesn't have very much hair, although she's got more at the back and she can make little curls at the back if she wants to. But anyway, okay, let me talk about some details first. So her eyelashes match her hair, and the hair that I've got for her is Russian mohair. I found a brilliant seller So this is the second time I've used the Russian mohair from this seller. The first one was on Josie, and if you remember, she had the finest red. It was it was really red hair, but not ridiculously orange. It was just very natural looking, exactly like my little granddaughter when she was born, who has the most beautiful red hair. And she had little red fluffy hair when she was born, very short, but it was already red. There was no question of that. You know, it wasn't like reddish blonde or reddish brown. It was just red hair. Oh, so gorgeous. And of course, everywhere we go, people stop her to comment on her hair because it's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I think she thinks it's normal for people to talk about your hair because she's so used to it. She's 11 now, so she's growing up very quickly. Anyway, so that she's got that hair. She's got very, very newborn eyebrows. I love doing eyebrows. It's one of my favorite things. I get really excited when it gets up to the eyebrow stage because they're not easy, but once you've nailed them, they're just brilliant. So for the last few years, I've been able to do eyebrows, but honestly, it took me, I don't know how many years to really get them good. Many years, really, because you know in your head how you want it to go, and it doesn't always just work out that way. The paintbrush doesn't always do what your head wants it to. But I'm happy with my eyebrows now. Now, what else is she? She actually has a scratch on the side of her face, but it's under her hairline, which I really love the look of because then you still get her beautiful soft look that she has. Her cheeks are a bit splotchy. She's got the gorgeous little slightly open mouth. She's got some veining that is not obvious, but it's there, like a real baby. You know, they're not covered in blue veins. They're really not. That's kind of a fashion thing with painting reborns, that they all have to be covered in blue lines, which isn't the case with a real baby. You might see one or two if you're lucky, but not really. It's like the fashion that was around of having blue in the center of babies' palms and the soles of their feet. Like, babies just don't have blue patches there. Honestly, they absolutely don't. It jars me when I see it, but it's going out of fashion now, so I'm pleased about that. Okay, let's get back to what I was doing. Sorry, I got on my high horse then. So okay, she's got a little scratch which I will show you when she's undressed. It's under her hairline. I've used two different coloured mohairs, but only very subtly. I'm not keen on that, you know, desperate change of hair colour on a doll. Babies don't usually get born with double colour hair that's very different. So she has got two colours in her hair. She's got, behind her little knees, she's quite rashy. So I've done that, and it looks really, really good. I'll do close-up pictures because it's going to be pretty hard to show you, but I'll try to show you on this video. Well, on the next bit of the video, I should say, when she's undressed. She's got some peeling skin on one of her feet, and there's something very special that I've done with this baby. On the back of her left hand, she's got a blister, and it's a sucking blister. Because when I was making her, I remembered that one of my babies used to do that, used to suck on a bit of arm or hand. And it's not really a good idea when they're not in the womb anymore, because the skin gets really sore. It's not meant for constant sucking on it. So if you buy Scarlet, you will have to discourage her from doing that on the back of her little left hand. Her right hand is that one with the gorgeous 3 fingers up and then the thumb holding down the index finger. And her left hand is curled, but the index finger is on top of the thumb. You know, Bonnie Brown's sculpting is always superb. Now, what else have I got? Oh, she's got some... She's only about a week old, so she's still got some red splotches on her scalp. Yeah, under her hair. You can see them under her hair. Now, let me think. It's very hard for me to think of everything because there are all sorts of little things to discover on her. She's got mottling, of course, and I use a special mixture of varnish and put it on a special way so that she has a lovely light feeling texture. It's actually, I put a lot of coats on and heat set it over and over and over again. So hopefully it will last for you. That's the plan anyway. That's the best I can do. Let me think what else I can tell you. Oh, I put double magnets behind the mouth these days. I have mentioned that before. Because so many times when I watch videos of box openings and the mummy's so excited and gets the magnetic dummy out and puts it on the mouth, and it either doesn't stay in place, or it, you know, the dummy tilts, or the dummy just won't stick properly. And I always feel disappointed for the person, think, oh, they were so looking forward to that dummy sitting on the mouth. So I use very strong magnets, but I actually put 2 in now, even though they are very strong. I just want the mummy to be able to enjoy that dummy. So that's what I've done for the inside of her little mouth. Of course, she's got the delicately tipped fingernails that I think are beautiful. I've got close-up pictures I'll add to the end of the video. So watch out for all the close-ups because they show the details. And what else can I tell you? Thinking. Before, earlier in the day when I was thinking about what features she has, I thought I had a whole list, but I sort of run out at the moment. And she weighs about 5 pounds and she's 19 inches long. She's got bent legs that are front loading on the body that Bonnie ordered her to have. So, you know, this is how Bonnie wanted her to look, which I think is just splendid. To me, this baby is a new baby, not new and bright red and bruised, but a baby maybe has been home for a couple of days, so she's settling into her beautiful skin. She's still sleeping well, although sometimes she does suck on the back of that little left hand, which I will show you in a minute. And that's how I see her. She's a little baby, so she's not ready for, you know, overalls and brightly coloured t-shirts. At least that's how I see her. That may be not how other people see her, but that's certainly how I see her. I love the newborn look, absolutely love newborn outfits. I've chosen some gorgeous things for this baby. So given that I can't think of a single other thing to say at the moment, let me just say we'll be back in a second and Scarlett will be in her natural state, let's put it that way. Okay, here we are back again in the altogether poor little sausage. Don't worry, she's not too cold because this lamb's wool is keeping her snugly and warm. But I've put her in this direction so that you can easily see Bonnie's signature. It's just here, and she's even put a little heart there. Isn't it so cute? So thank you, dear Bonnie, for doing that. What can I tell you about? I think I can tell you about her hair because you can see the back of it now. So this is the colour. It's a sort of a baby brown, very finely put in. I don't like thick hair on babies because I keep saying, you know, it's just, I like them not to have too much hair because my babies were born bald, so you know what it's like. You sort of always gravitate towards what you are used to or what you connect with, don't you? So that for me is why I don't like my babies to have too much hair. She has a little swirl here. There's her crown there. There's no hair, just there. And then I've put the hair in so that it just, you know, it goes naturally around. You don't have to work hard to make it do that. It's just easy. Hopefully it'll be easy for everybody or anybody, whoever wants her. Okay, now I did think of a couple of other things to tell you about. One was that she's got very finely painted little, you know, peach fuzz down the sides of her face, in front of her ears. It's very fine and you really only see it when it catches the light. So it's not obvious, but it is definitely there. Now, perhaps while she's in this position, let me see if I can show you her sucking blister on the back of her little left hand. Cheeky monkey. Let's see if you can see that. Can you see that? I've got a close-up photo of it as well, so don't worry. If you wait till the end and wait for all the photos, you'll see like her mottling and things. So that's where she's been sucking the back of her hand, the little monkey. I think she might need her dum-dum for a while, her dummy, just to break the habit. I honestly can't remember how long my baby did it for. I don't even remember which one it was out of all 4. Isn't that terrible? I honestly can't remember. But I talked to a friend and she said she'd seen the same thing in another baby that she cared for, and so it's not unusual. Oh, I can just see the red patch in her hair. There's a few others. Maybe you can't see. It's just right there. There's a couple of others I gave her. So shall I flip her over now and you can have a look at the front of her? I don't think there's anything else I can show you. Let me just have a look. No, It's this little foot that has the peeling skin. It's the right foot. So come on, my darling, let's turn you over so you can see everybody and they can see you. Oh, now you can see her scratch really well, can't you? Let me just fix her little hair there. Can you see that scratch there? It's inside her hairline. Now, she's not quite completely in the picture, is she? Come down here, little one. Or we can move the camera, can't we? We can always do that. So there she is. This is her body, her beautiful body designed by Bonnie Brown, which is perfect for her. What else can we say? Now this is the foot that's got the bit of peeling skin on it, just there. It doesn't come off, it's fine. No, you probably can't see that, but please look at the pictures at the end because I've taken close-ups of all of these details. Oh, darling, you're not completely in the camera. There we go. Let's hope that's okay. What else? So you can see her cheeks are a bit splotchy, but you know, her circulation is getting pretty good now. I think she's going to be a baby with sensitive skin because, you know, behind her knees is a bit delicate, and you can see there's a bit of redness on the inside of this little wrist just here. And of course she's done this to herself, haven't you, little one? That's what you've done, but this little hand is okay. It's not too red. It's only that blister from your sucking, little one. Yeah, so that's her, and that's what her hair looks like. Now let me turn her head so you can see the other side of her hair. Yeah, I love this little curl on top. I like to put that there. So that's the other side of her head. Can you get a good view of that? I think so. I think you can see her hair. So it's sort of got a little wave to it, or you just comb it straight, however you want it to be. She's absolutely adorable, isn't she? Just beautiful. And I found that with the 3/4 arms, that actually are probably a bit longer than 3/4, I'd say, because these arm caps are quite small, like on the twins. They're not great big chunky arm caps, and I never overfill them because otherwise they start to look like wrestlers, don't they, with great big shoulders. So you have to be careful how you fill them. But they give a whole lot more posing options. I forgot, it's been so long since I made a baby with 3/4 arms, I just forgot all about that. So she can do all sorts of things, you know, and the way that I attach the limbs, everything moves very easily. I don't use those rings, but I have a secret method, and everything just moves really easily, and just, oh, she's just beautiful. So here's a little foot. Isn't she adorable? Look at these adorable legs. There we go. Can you see she's got a little bit of skin irritation there, just in that crease too. She's got perfect little toenails. There are close-ups of all of these things to show you, close-ups of her little face and all those kind of things. And that's what she looks like with nothing on. That's the perfect body. Absolutely beautiful body by Bonnie Brown. You can't do better than one of her sculpts, really. They're just, they're so individual, so realistic, and just gorgeous. I've made this little Scarlet a girl just because Bonnie sculpted her from a little girl called Scarlet. So I thought it'd be nice to keep her a girl, and she can be a girl or a boy, whatever you see, because we all see different things, don't we? But I decided to keep her a little girl. She's such a good baby. Now, where did I put that dummy? Let me think. Where is it? Because I did have it up ready to show you. It's not in my pocket. Let me have a little hunt around. Oh, I think I've left it. I'll have to go and fetch it. Okay, so can you hang on a sec, everybody? Look after Scarlet for me while I go hunting for the dummy. She might be lying on it, but who knows? Hang on a sec. I'm still here on the dummy hunt. Where is it? Where is it? Still looking, everybody, still looking. Hold your horses, look after Scarlet. I'll be back. Well, I couldn't find it, but what I'll do is I will turn the video off, I'll find the dummy and I might put her in one other outfit. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? We'll put her in one other outfit and I'll come back, and in the meantime maybe I will have even thought of something else to tell you. Oh, I just did. I changed the cable ties on this body because I found I could not tuck the ends in. You know, they have those sort of lumpy ends and I just couldn't tuck them in. So I've been successful on the legs and the body and one of the arms, but on one of the arms I just couldn't get the little hard joining end bit in, tucked in, so it's a bit visible, so I'm really sorry about that. I've tried and I've tried with all my might and main, and the seam allowance is just too tiny to take, you know, to be able to slide that end piece in. So that is something I could have told you, so I have now. Clever me. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put her in one more outfit and find the dummy, and we'll be right back. Righty ho, here we are, back again, and look how she put herself this time. We can't see a dummy, darling. Oh, guess where the dummy was? I'll give you one guess. If you guessed in my pocket, you were right. I didn't check properly. So there you go. Let me turn her back, her little face more towards you. Come on, precious, we want to see your face, okay? Because you've got your dum-dum in now, haven't you? Let me just turn it. There we go. Fix it now. There you go. So it's got a really good, strong pull. It's wonderful. So there she is. Can you still see her well? Yes. That little hand's not quite in there, is it? Let's move you. Which way do we move you? Down a bit. There we go. There we are. There she is. There's that darling Scarlet. She's wearing, this is a beautiful romper, bubble romper by Pure Baby again, organic cotton. It's got beautiful Australian wildflowers on it, and underneath is a very sweet little bodysuit, which has got that picot trim around the arms and the neck. It's just gorgeous. So that's one of her outfits she'd be coming home with. Now, I did think of some more things I wanted to tell you while I was changing her, but let me think if I can remember what they are. No, I can't. Oh, yes, I did quickly do a quick bit of research, and I think she was released, the kit was released in 2016. So the kit is actually 5 years old. That was only one source, so I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate, but it would be about that, wouldn't it? It feels like maybe 5 years since I bought it. That was since the first edition got released, but I should imagine it wasn't too long after the second edition got released, because they sold out very quickly. So there she is. She has got a little bit of skin irritation in her elbow as well, just in here. Hopefully I've taken a photo of that, I can't quite remember, but there's just a little bit there. So you'll discover things as you look around on her, all her little things that she's got, like a real baby. Not too much, I don't know what you'd call it, I mean, she's very detailed, but I don't like to put everything on the face. You know, I don't want a scratch and a pimple and milk spots and hairy look, and, you know, because I think most of us want our babies just to look gorgeous, don't we? That's all a mummy wants or a daddy wants. We just want them to look gorgeous without too many damages on them. So that's how I like to paint them as well. So there you are. There's this little girl, little sweetheart. Stay around for the photos, because then you'll see the details and the colour comes up better in the photos. So you'll be able to see. She's got, when I paint a lot of layers, because you get the best result that way. If you paint thin layers but many of them, you can really control what you're doing. You don't need to add a lot of paint at one time. You just build it up where you want to. So that's how she is. Yeah, I think that might be all for now. So please just stick around for the photos, and if anybody's interested in Scarlet, please just let me know. You can contact me at my email address, which I will leave in the description. You probably all know it. It's babybuntingnursery@gmail.com, and that's all in lowercase with no gaps. So there you are. There's this little girl. I just love her. I'm so proud of the work I did with her. Really, I am. Oh, it's just amazing. And then of course it's really hard to part with them once you make them. But I don't let myself get too attached. That's how I manage it. Yeah, I think you're missing the top of her knee. Let me just see if I can, because I've got a bit of a rocky. There we go. I'm sorry if you're rocking a bit there. That's not you. It's not me. It's not the floor. It's the tripod. It's a weeny bit wonky for some reason. So there is this beautiful little girl. If you have any questions, please just ask me, because I'm sure I've left a lot of stuff out. I just can't think of everything I wanted to tell you. But you might be able to remember some things. I'm just now remembering that she's got a little bit of detail on her eyelids too. A little bit of, what would you call them? I guess capillaries on her eyelids. Yeah, and her ears are gorgeous. I love everything that Bonnie Brown sculpted on this doll. Honestly, she's just perfect. She's got really good proportions too. Lately I've been seeing some kits where the heads always look too small, and babies actually have really, really big heads. That's why when they stretch their arms up, they don't even reach to the top of their heads, which is so funny because all the proportions change, don't they, as we grow bigger, grow older, grow up. But when they're babies, their little arms are just so short compared to their great big heads. Anyway, so I love the proportions of this doll. I love the bent legs. I love the arms and the hands, and of course the gorgeous face. She's wonderful. She wears, in Australia it's called 4-0s or newborn. So these things that she's wearing are 4-0s, which is newborn, and they're perfect on her. Not tight, not loose, just right. So she's really easy to dress. Aren't you, my darling? I love these little feet. Oh, they're so beautiful, these feet of hers. Bonnie's just amazing. Just amazing, isn't she? So cute. I love the shape of them, and I love how they're chubby up the top here. So cute. All right, my darling, I'll stop talking about your chubbiness and your cuteness and leave you to sleep because you're being such a good little girl there. So thank you everyone for coming to have a look at my Charlotte. No, it's not Charlotte, Suzanne, she's Scarlet. I've done that so many times when I've been thinking about her, called her Charlotte instead of Scarlet, and I know they rhyme, but that's no excuse. Anyway, she is Scarlet, for sure. Aren't you, darling? I'm sorry, darling little one. Forgive me, okay? I'm an old lady and I forget sometimes. Well, I don't forget, I just get a little bit muddled with Scarlet and Charlotte. But she's definitely Scarlet with 2 T's. Oh, that reminds me, one more thing I wanted to tell you, and that is that I've put together some wonderful personalised items just for her, and they'll be coming home with her too. She's got some gorgeous things. I'm excited to get all that organised. But in the meantime, we'll say goodbye and stay for the photos, everyone, if you want to see the close-up details. Take care, everyone. I love you all. Bye-bye.